If this is on your For You page, it's for you. Okay. We have mirroring. Fell off the table. And we're still incredibly busy, which I kind of figured we would be because it's the holidays. It's the holidays. You're still working on those boundaries, which is fantastic. Keep working on those because that's what's really going to really help you create this happiness that you're looking for, okay? I see you're wishing to be closer to Creator, which will absolutely come true. You're also kind of wishing for a best friend to kind of be around more often, around your home and hearth. Maybe this year you'll get to see your friend or that certain family member or somebody that you've been missing. But you have been missing somebody and you're kind of wishing for a little bit of happiness now that I see that that's kind of hooked on there pretty good. But everything's going to flow smoothly, okay? It may feel chaotic right now, but things are absolutely going to start flowing a lot more smoothly because you're going to have more flexibility within yourself. I see you got your job. You're working on the job situation inside your boundaries with this bone right here up underneath there. And I think that's amazing. You have a spiritual transformation going on right here. And there is an obstacle coming. Of course there is. Because whenever we heal ourselves, it sets off an alarm in people that like, oh, they're healed. Let's go test their boundaries. And so that's basically what this person's going to do. They're going to come in. They're going to have like a secret, and they're going to need to tell you. And that's how they're going to get back in with you. Okay. But we don't know if this secret is true or not. That's the thing that you got to figure out, okay? But don't be letting people come back in your life just because they say, oh, I got some information for you. Because they could be just using that as a way to get into your life, even when you've told them you don't want them in there. Because they're obviously an obstacle. And you're working on your spiritual health. And that's the most important thing. Your shell is right here. You're surrounded by patience. I see that you're making a huge change in your anger. And you're a lot more positive, like so positive, it's standing straight up, which is freaking awesome. I love that. You're going to get a new beginning here very, very, very soon. Very soon. A new beginning, probably when it comes to relationships, which I think is amazing. Everybody needs a new beginning, a nice, fresh, clean slate. The solid foundation down here is amazing. You've been working really hard to get to this point, okay? And you're absolutely going to get the things that you want. There's a lot of things over here that I need to address. First off, we've got to do some shadow work on ourselves before we can be in a relationship with anybody. You have to have clarity and balance and wisdom of yourself and who you are before you can get to this. This is going to be a relationship. This loving relationship is going to start off as a friendship, of course. Like I say, it's a new beginning. And as we follow the Herkimer Diamond, it will eventually, because it's outside, become a romantic thing. But you need to be prepared in doing shadow work and not thinking, okay, this person's going to be just like every other person I've ever dated or seen or whatever. When in actuality, you shouldn't go in thinking that. It's easy to, but you shouldn't do it, okay? Now, up here, you're manifesting your voice. You're wanting to manifest a way to speak your truth and to release things and it not bother you and have no negativity. And you're really protecting your head from this pain up here. Like even with the badger claw and with the alligator scale, you are protecting yourself from this pain. You seem to be using money to do so. Guilty. Like when my dad died, I spent $7,000. Yeah. I'm still paying that shit back. $7,000 because I freaking lost my mind when my dad passed away. Legit. So don't be like me, you know? Don't be like me. I have paid it down substantially, but don't let pain take over your brain. Okay? That's the best way I can put it. Speak your truth. Speak your fucking truths. Release the shit that you don't need, like this negativity up here and this pain. And don't be spending money on to try to fill a hole that can't be filled with stuff. Trust me, I know. Much love.